Hello. Hi. Thanks to Godi, of course, for organizing and hosting another incredible Nintendo. I'm Julia, A_Maple Mystery, and I'm going to be playing this game. This is Earthrise from a company called Interstel that only made one game. And it's a guild investigation. It's by Matt Grusin and Van Collins, and it's an EGA text parser adventure game. And I discovered this while I was streaming. I stream on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, game dev and playing retro. And this game was something I never heard of before until I found it, and it's been incredibly impressive to play, and I'm really excited to share it with you guys. And it was a really good reason for me to get to revisit this incredible game after streaming it 2 years ago. So I hope you enjoy it. Time passes. Oh no, I'm not going to restore a game. No, we're not going to restore a game. Okay. You have been asleep in this darkened room for 6 weeks. Your shuttle has finally reached the asteroid Solus and placed you in orbit. Your shuttle's computer turns on the life support systems and the lights throughout the ship. An automatic alarm startles you. You awake and rise. Now, this game, there's a lot more to this game than I remember there being, and I really want to finish this all in an hour, which means that I'm going to probably play this really quickly, and I might not read everything, so I'm just apologies for that. The goal of this game is you are been sent to this mining colony, mining research laboratory, and you have to investigate what's happened here because you kind of lost contact with this particular research installation. So we have to take a few things before we head out. We're still on our ship. You might notice that there is this beautiful map of our little shuttle. We have lots of buttons to press in this game, which is so delightful. Lots of buttons, lots of panels. We're going to open that pod bay door. And there it goes. I can move the cursor. Stand. We picked up a canister of oxygen, and we have a pressure suit, which we are currently wearing. I'm going to try to take a look at chat, but again, I'm really, really focused. I want to show you guys this whole of this incredible game, even though we might not hit everything. We're not going to get to all the deaths, but we will get to some fun deaths. And there's one coming up really soon. Look at this. Look at this. So more background about this game. So these two people made it. Van Collins did the art and backgrounds. We have to fill up our bottle with oxygen. You can see now we have a chrono, we have oxygen, we're at 100% oxygen, and this is pressure. Pressure is going to become very important very shortly, and oxygen is something we're also going to have to keep tabs on when we're wearing our helmets. But this game was reviewed by Computer Gaming World the year it came out, and by the strength of this project that was made by these two people, Matt Grusin went on to work for Microprose, and then he worked on Rex Nebula and the Cosmic Genderbender, and he worked on Dragon Sphere, and he worked on Rise of the Phantom, and he eventually worked for Disney Interactive and then Konami. So this guy, on the strength of his own kind of indie-ish, solo-ish game project all the way back in 1990, got a career in the games industry. Let's take that helmet. Very key, this helmet. And I'm about to show you why it's very key. And I'm going to save the game right now. Nintendo 3 is where we're going to play this. Okay. You can see there's a light over this door, and that's going to be a feature even in the station when we arrive there. It's red right now, which means bad, and don't do this. Now, you place the helmet... Oh, I placed the helmet, sorry. This was what I was supposed to do. You place the helmet on your head, making sure the seals are tight. You're not breathing from your oxygen bottle. That is a keyboard shortcut. That is F9. And you will see if I check my status here, the pressure is 0.1 psi. What happens if you take off your helmet, which you're completely allowed to do at any point, you remove your helmet from your head and clip it onto your belt. You feel one whopper of a sinus headache coming on. This is not if Roger Wilco is competent. He's going to let you do anything, including kill him with horrible depressurization. So that happens, and that happens a lot if you don't pay attention, because when we go to this mining base, there's going to be places that have been compromised and are not going to have air pressure, and this is going to happen if you don't pay attention. So yeah, I've expired. So be careful. This is brutal. They don't let you do this anymore. So I'm going to restore that. Oops. Restore game. Okay, so we're not going to do that. We're going to press that F10 button. Oh, I'm not wearing the helmet. That's right, F9. Yeah, let's just go on in there. We're going to take a little shuttle pod thingy here. More buttons to press. We can sit. We can push a button. This is the future. You don't have to do anything. You can just push a button. Other fun things about this game, Earthrise, is I did stream this game 2 years ago. I posted the VOD on my YouTube channel, and the magic of the internet. Matt Grusin's son-in-law contacted me and said that he found the playthrough and everything, and how his wife, who he's still married to, remembers running around his feet at his desk in diapers while he was developing this game. Sadly, Matt Grusin passed away in 2019. I would have been really nice to get a chance to talk to him, but it's been really cool because sometimes when I do stream games, I do get the opportunity to talk to the developers. I've gotten to do that on my channel a couple times. Unfortunately, not with Matt, but his game lives on, and it is truly, truly wonderful. So let's stand. So here we are. We're on Solace, and we're going to investigate this colony with their little helmet on. We could take the helmet off. But don't do that. I'm going to try not to do that. And as I mentioned, I'm not going to read every description because we are on a schedule, and I want to make my time and not go over time. So now we're in a green light room. So you can see the other room that we just left was depressurized. So that's why it's important to have that helmet on. More buttons to push. There's a bunch of buttons here. I know it's the black button, so I'm not going to mess around with it. This is another fun thing we need to do. This is decontamination room, so I'm going to save it. I'm going to push a button. There's 2 levels of decontamination. There's personnel decontamination and equipment decontamination. This is the wrong one, obviously. I won't be able to resist showing some of these deaths, but yeah, like I said, I won't be able to show all of them. There's a lot of dangerous stuff going on. Yeah, a bit too powerful, and I don't know why I considered myself equipment. That's true. I have been incinerated. Alright, let's just go here. Did I go ton? Oh, whoops, wrong place. Store Nintendo 3. Okay, let's clean ourselves properly, shall we? Personnel button. This game is incredible. And what I want to impress upon everybody is, I know how famous Hugo's House of Horrors is, but I think this game, there's a lot more going on in it, like system-wise and scale-wise, than there was in Hugo. And I wish people knew this game better, because this game is amazing. So we have a badge now that's very tiny. Oh yeah, we also can look at our items. Oh yeah, so we can look in the room, and almost, I think without fail, whenever there's a description in the room, it's stuff that you can interact with, and there's nothing like hidden here. But I can look at my inventory items as well, and then you get a cute little close-up of what you're carrying, which is a nice touch. I'm telling you, this game is incredible. And it's not available for sale anywhere, but you can ask to request it on GOG. And I did. There's a link somewhere if you look somewhere. But it is on abandonware sites, and Matt Grusin had posted on it as a comment on an abandonware site. So I feel like that's almost like an implied consent on his part. Another really cool thing about this game is that it's got these hub areas where each direction leads to different areas, which means it kind of minimizes the travel time you're going to be taking. Again, more small indicator lights on these, which are going to tell you which ones are safe to go down and which ones aren't. We can see that the south and the northwest are ones we're going to need our helmet for. The other ones are green. We can also look at the doors. There are all these different areas. There's an upper and lower hub as well. We're going to be going to both of those places quite a bit. But to start, we're going to head to... we're going to go to the... oh yes, the observatory. Upper. Because this one's safe. They're not all going to be safe. Oh, there's also speed. You can adjust the speed. So sometimes the corridors do feel a bit long anyway. So I'll adjust the speed a little bit. Actually, I'm going to save it here first. It's a bit challenging to move that fast all the time. So we're not going to do it all the time. I'm going to show you something here that I think is important to see, and it will add to your satisfaction later. But this is the observatory, and it's a place where they would grow, plants and stuff and food. And there's a giant spider here, and there's no way for you to know this, really. Well, that's not true. What's actually really cool about this game is it does every bit of information you're going to need in this game, you're going to be able to get from the environment in this game. So if we had visited a different room before this one, there would have been some documentation that someone has written about a giant spider in the research or the greenhouse or whatever this is. And so that would have warned us. But had we, not gone to that room like we didn't, we're gonna get surprised by the spider. But it's in the game that they will warn you about stuff ahead of time. And in fact, there's a lot of you are arachnid fodder. There's a lot of creatures you need to kill in this game, and each one of them has a hints in the game that you can get from the rest of the game. So they thought of everything. But we're not gonna go down that way. We will go down there later. We'll have fixed that. Look at I love these rooms. I love the little drawers and stuff, and I'm not gonna go through all the drawers. They're all empty for the most part. I'm gonna just take what I need. All the stuff, I definitely encourage you, if you think this is a game that you'd be interested in playing, I definitely encourage you to play through this at a leisurely pace, look at everything, look at all the charts. Everything has fun messages, look charts. It has a lot of, it's got a lot of love in it, a lot of detail. We don't have time for that today, so we're just going to keep motoring on. All right. Back to the hub. We'll take care of that spider later. In a really fun way. Oh yeah, and the hub gets faster too. Okay, so next destination we're gonna go to is return west. Okay, we have to go down. So we have to go down to the lower hub. Okay, let's go there. And here's more flexibility with this. So I can push the button like so, and it's gonna give me a list of which buttons I want to press up or down, or I can just push the down button. And it's gonna recognize that too. It's actually quite a flexible parser, all things considered. So we're gonna go to the gym, not to work out. And all this, if you're actually gonna be playing this and not familiar with it like I am, you're gonna want to pay attention to what lights are what, because you don't want your head to explode. There's a magnet on this bench. I know it's there because I played this before. You won't know that. But to just make sure you're looking at all the surfaces. Oh yeah, what else is over here? Go back to hub. Okay. Right. We're gonna need to oof. Let's save it. Okay. Helmet on. F9. Okay. And it is oh yeah, we gotta go. Okay, we gotta loot some rooms. We gotta go to the personnel's quarters, which is all in here. You can see that red light means through that door is depressurized. So where we just came from, so we needed the helmet. There's a bunch of fun stuff in here. This is where people would stay. And look at the technology here. It's magic. It's the mirror stuff. There's a comb in here that I don't know what it's for. It's really gross looking. But I'll pick it up because it's worth points. I'm not crazy about these doors because you can't see some of these doors. Some of them are locked and you're never going to get into them, but some of them come on, give it to me. There you go. Okay, here's a fun thing that in a lot of text parser games you have a problem in terms of proximity of stuff. I can take this sock, but I have to get closer to it, right? So let me just put the speed down to normal. I think this is actually really funny. So if you are stepping on it and you try to take it, it's going to say you can't pick it up, you're standing on it, which I think is fun. Oh, I'm not close enough yet. Okay, here we go. Comb and sock, I actually don't know what they're for. I don't think they're for anything but points. I don't know. I don't get perfect score in this game, so there's probably stuff that is not even in the walkthrough that I'm consulting. So yeah, there's plenty of opportunity to explore. Hacksaw. A lot of actually useful tools in this game. Actually. Well, it's all. Here's the thing about the comb, right? Look, comb. It says unbreakable, but of course it's clearly got all kinds of problems with it. It's fine. Another mystery in this that is kind of not, it's kind of a subplot in this, is like what happened to the crew, right? Because we haven't met anybody in this game yet. More mirror, beautiful, beautiful. And I also want to say, everyone, if you think that you can't make a game because you don't think you can draw, don't let that stop you. This game is amazing. The graphics are kind of basic, but this game is amazing. You don't need realism. There's a gun in here. I know there's a gun in here. You can actually look in the box too and know that there's a gun there. I don't need to do that. You can do that. And I do recommend you play this on your own. Very much. I think that's it for everything. But I do want to show you the last part of this area here, which is this interesting barricade. And it's one of the few clues we're going to see as we travel through the station about what happened to the personnel on the station. Oh, there's a barricade. We can't do anything with that barricade. It's fine. Okay. I want to speed him up, but as I said, it's a dangerous game to play because as you see, as I transition from room to room, it's not like he stops and I have to start him again. He'll just go through, which means if you're not paying attention, like now, if I just kind of walk through this door without putting my helmet on, which is the F9, then I'm going to be in for a bad time. Next area, mess hall. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Okay, when I stop at the hub, I forgot to share on my socials that I've started to stream this because I was so like hyped to be on the ball for the code word and get started and whatnot. So give me 1 second. We're gonna stop here. I'm gonna save the game. I gotta do my socials. Take the opportunity. Post on Mastodon, on Blue Sky, on Facebook. And go live on the Blue Sky thing. Oops. I'm gonna be done in like half an hour, I guess. What time do I? Yeah, let's call it 45 minutes, whatever. It's fine. Okay. Cool. All right, that's fine. Okay. Next stop, we can take. Oh yeah, I've been taking off. Oh, this game does have a pause as well. If you don't want to just keep your helmet on and consume all your oxygen. I'm at what? 89%. That's fine. Okay. We're gonna go to the mess hall. The best part of any place is the food place. Let's go. Hey, I'm Foolery. Good to see you. Okay, and then here's this. This is what we need. Yeah, you look like you like paying more attention, playing this as a leisurely pace. You'll notice like, oh, people seem to have gotten up in quite a hurry. They left like cake on the table and everything. We're gonna take cake. What I love about this game, and this is something that really warmed me to it, was if you eat the cake that you just took, you're not soft locked. You can just take another piece, which is what we are going to do. It's full of BHT, right? So we're gonna eat the cake. We're gonna get a points for eating the cake, and we're gonna take another piece, right? Got cake. That's how it should be done, as far as I'm concerned. Take the knife. Oops. Push button. And here's another hint about like, oh, what's happening at this station. We can look, and it's going to be like, the shelves are surprisingly bare considering this pantry is supposed to have 6 months worth of food. I wonder what happened to all the food. Doesn't look like animals got in here and ate it all because everything looks pretty clean. I wonder what happened. And that's just a side thing that we don't actually solve ourselves. It's something we're going to see in the epilogue. But we're going to take this cylinder. It's a very, 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 very important cylinder. And we're just going to motor along. All those signs you can read, and they're very nice and fun. I'm not going to. I'm on a schedule. I can't be late. I can't. It's not like I can't be late. I don't want to be late. Okay, next is... Okay. South. Okay, so you do run out of oxygen from your tank, and you can get a refill, though. This place does equip you with a place to refill oxygen, and it's here. So we're gonna... Okay, more oxygen. Green is for oxygen. Fill bottle. Fills us back up to 100%. That's good. Now we are going to breathe our oxygen. We're going to go outside, actually. There's a lot more to the surface than you're going to see in this playthrough. There's some really cool places. There's like some dangerous critters out here. But what we're going to do is we're going to take that to see the skylight. Now, this skylight is the outside of the observatory place that the spider is in. So we're going to hit the skylight with our hammer. Look at those tracks. You can find out what's there. There's like boiling lakes of acid and everything. It's really exciting out here. We don't have time for that. Let's go. Let's see what happens. Let's revisit that. And also there's this thing here. There's a chain of this ladder here. We're going to cut the chain. We have our hacksaw that we got from the staff quarters, and we're going to take this portable ladder, which is very, very useful. Okay, take off the helmet now. Going back. Now we're going to see what happened to Mr. Spider. Now that we blew the Sky Dome away. Not the Sky Dome. It's called, I'm from Toronto. We call it the Sky Dome, or the baseball venue. Okay, how do I get there again? Go through the. Okay, east. Okay, right. Okay. Oh, whoops. Yeah, see what I mean? You got to pay attention. You got to pay attention. All right. Okay, let's pop that helmet back on. Yeah, west. East? Yeah. Okay. Oh, no, this is not the way I wanted to go. Wait a sec. Oh, I got to go to the lower one. I'm sorry. This is the wrong one. I need to go to the upper hub, right? I think? No, stop it. Okay. Look, doors. It is... Yeah, this is the wrong level. I need to go back up. Okay. Push up button. Okay, there we go. And now that this is the east that doesn't require the okay. Now this one will. Okay, here we go. Oh, wait. Oh, no, this is the wrong place. Something's wrong. Something... What happened? You guys watched me bust this. I busted the Sky Dome. The skylights. What just happened? Are you kidding me right now? Did I save it on the wrong thing? Okay. This is fine. I'll do it again. I'll do that part again. I don't know what's going on. Save before... Okay, I'm gonna save before... Okay. Wait. I need to do this. I'm gonna go to the back of the Sky Dome. I'm gonna bust it. Hit Sky Dome with hammer. Let's go. I could have sworn. And it's not like it's self-healing or anything like that. Let's go. Come on now. Okay, let's go. That plaque says like what entrance this is and whatnot. You get to see it twice. I don't know. I'm kind of scared that I kind of broke something, like I did something out of sequence, and now it's going to punish me by not letting me finish. Hopefully this is going to work. I'll just go straight there. So I don't forget, like I don't mess this up. Okay. Look, doors. We need to go to... Yeah, so it's not on here. We need to go to upper level. Okay. Push up button. Oh my god. Okay. It's east. I'm going to save it under... I'm just going to call this check on Spidey. Yeah, I'm frightened. This should say no oxygen in that room. There should be a red light. If there's not a red light, we're cooked. Okay, we're fine. Here we go. Whew! There he is! That's the payoff now. I mean, now it's even more satisfying because you saw what he did to us twice. Extremely dead spider on the wall. It's a mess. It's a mess. Right. Cut vine with knife. Okay, push button, more button. And then we need this lamp. It's a lamp. Everything else you can't take, but you can look at, and it's very satisfying. I promise. That's all we need, though. Go, go, go. Okay, next. What is next? Okay, we're gonna save as this one. I'm gonna pause the game. Let me double check my again. Apologies if I'm not paying that much attention to chat. I'm just like must finish on time. I don't even know if I will. Let's see. Got. Okay, take, remove. Okay, okay. We need to go. Okay, lower central hub. Okay, lower central hub. Let's go back. Okay, push button down. Okay, and now we have to go west. You just go shooting at it. I love that. It's all very, very smooth and continuous. You know? Oh, yeah. This is... Okay, I can... Okay, wait. So you can tell something's about to happen there, so I'm going to save... I'm going to save the game for your benefit. Okay, so F... Okay, so... There's a thing in here. Right. Your feet feel slightly warm. This is a bad thing. It's a very bad thing. But we have what we need to fix it. I'm concluded. We have what we need to fix it though. And as I mentioned, it's hints that you can get from a room that we haven't gone yet. Because I guess I meant the walkthrough that I have is not the most narratively satisfying walkthrough, but I will show you where to get that information at some point. We're gonna know turn on lamp. This thing, there are. Oh, I should pause. In the notes in a place that we have not gone yet, it says that this is weird. These slimes, they are infiltrating our base, but they kind of avoid the greenhouse area. We don't know why. It's because of the ultraviolet light there. So we have a lamp. Turn on lamp. Shine lamp on monster. You have to kind of preload this because... Oh, wait. You got to preload this. And bake it. There we go. The giant pickaxe we can't do anything with. Push button. Okay, there's two useful things in here that we need. We need to take a laser drill. We need to take a cutter. Take cutters. Great. And I will look at them. I'm not going to look at everything, but I will look at them. Look. Cutters. Look at them. Beautiful. What's next? Okay. Okay, upper central hub. Back to upper. Yeah. Okay. Okay, we're doing great. Push button. Time check. Okay, I've got about halfway through. I'm about halfway through this whole thing. My walkthrough. Okay. Head. Okay. Execute. Okay. Okay, here we go. South. Okay. I'm gonna shoot this monster with drill because I know that it's here, but oh, you know what? I shouldn't do it yet. I will save it. I will save it, and then you can see what happens if we don't do that. Right. Hey! We're winning the staring contest, but we blinked. Yeah. He even smiles after. I mean, what more do you want? I've been masticated. Okay. Alright. This is the one monster that we can shoot. And they do have names, but I'm not going to spoil the names. Blam. Kerblamo. It's satisfying. I forget what's down here. Do I need to go in here now? No. Okay. Sorry, I keep checking this thing. There's a lot of steps in this. Move the hell. Oh, I have to go. Keep going. Southeast to reach the laboratory. Look doors. Southeast. Okay, research lab. Okay, and those we don't need. We don't need the helmet for that. So this is the research lab. So this is the place where we actually get all that information that I was talking about. Oh, look, a guy. Okay, so this guy has a note on him, and the note, if you read it, is very extensive, and it talks about this is where you get, though the spider is in the botanical garden, so that's the warning for that. And also, the Zelds have figured out the airlocks, and for some reason, anyway, hints and hints. It's all environmental. It's great. So he's wonderful. And there's a bunch of interesting stuff, but we're going to read this notepad. And this notepad gives us another hint that we're going to need at the end of the game, where it says that some dead slime creature was wrapped around a cupcake wrapper, and he has some theories about why that happened. But anyway, we don't have time for that. But very much interesting, very interesting read. Look at this adorable calendar. How good is that? Oh, whoops. We will look at the calendar. Oh, look, calendar. October 2024. Yeah, a woman on a beach. You can kind of totally see it, right? And you can see that one of these cabinets has a green light, so we're going to open that one. Filing cabinet. And this is where we get information about all the creatures that we've been meeting, like the triped and the other thing. And it gives us hints. We can go to a different part of the base, and it's going to tell us more about these creatures. So we can actually enter a database. We'll go to that terminal in a little bit. So that's nice. The last thing that's in here, so we can go open cabinet. There's two different kinds here. There's a storage cabinet, and we can see there's a jar in here. And am I supposed to take the jar now? Okay, yeah, I'm going to take the jar. This jar has the most important thing in the game in it. It is... The glass jar has a screen top and contains an African bee named Eric. And Eric is the light of our lives and the most important thing in this game. You'll see what happens if we don't treat Eric right. It's pretty bad. So I think that's what we're going to head to next. Yes. Okay, back to the hub. I know he walked kind of like a rock'em sock'em robot. It's kind of hard to see at this speed. Don't go over there. Don't go there. Stop. Stop. Okay. Save. Eric is with us. Okay. We have to go south. And there's something very important we need to do with Eric that I'm not going to do with Eric to show you what happens. And I'm so sorry, Eric. We're going to put our helmet on. You hear a muffled pop as your pet bee decompresses. It's going to cost you all your points. Sorry, pal. Does that tell you anything? Yeah, so if we look at the jar now, poor Eric has decompressed, and it's horrible, and you cannot win anymore, I don't think. He's not even half a bee. He's like pixels. He's just a spray. It is awful. So we're gonna restore that game. We cannot. Oh no, we don't want to save it. We want to restore. Okay. So what you need to do is you have this. We have this cylinder that is an airtight screw-on cylinder, and that's where we need to put Eric when we have to go to dangerous parts of the base that are not pressurized. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm actually gonna put the speed back to normal, so I don't accidentally mess this up. But we're gonna put Eric in cylinder. Okay, so now he's fine. Yeah, this is brutal, but well deserved. You're gonna take care of yourself. You're not gonna take care of your bee. So we're gonna keep going. Also, the other thing is the time when it's fast. Eric will suffocate in the cylinder, and that happens faster when the speed is faster. So this is another good reason to, dial down the speed for the Eric parts. And we need to put him back in his jar. Okay, so put Eric in jar. Okay, so he's fine. We can actually remove our helmet as well. Got a bit of a canary in the coal mine type of thing, I guess, going on. We're going to save it. Under something else. Eric is fine. Right. You remember reading about this puzzle? I love the fact that this game got any kind of coverage. So there's another monster in here that we learn that could potentially have a vulnerability to Eric's. And you get this incredible scene. Yeah, so Eric senses danger. And Eric punches this thing full of holes. Thanks, Eric. I like how he's a single yellow and a single black pixel. Then he comes back to us. Here you go. Thank you, Eric. It is the best thing in this game. I don't know. You could probably stop watching this now and it's going to be fine. Push button. Ah, I cannot see the button. Okay, it's fine. I'm going to go here. We need an item here. Oh, look, there's another beach scene. Open cabinet. Okay, with this torch in here. I know. Okay, fine. I'll look. Look in cabinet. And it's going to tell you there's a torch. We're going to take the torch. Look at torch. Yeah, so there we go. Lovingly rendered torch. Now we have to go back. We have to remember to stick Eric in cylinder. Because he will explode or he will suffocate. And none of those are good outcomes for Eric. So from here you can see, yeah, we need to, that's the red light. I need to pop my helmet on, need to pop Eric in his jar. Put Eric in, the cylinder. Okay, pop my helmet on. Just gotta get back to that hub. And then next will be returning Eric. You get a point for returning Eric to his storage cabinet. Well, I don't know why. Like, I prefer the ending where I just keep him with me forever and ever, but you do get a point for putting him back in the cupboard, so why not? We'll just do that. Put Eric in jar. I'll just load that up. Okay, let's return Eric. Let's check our oxygen. Yeah, 72, that's going to be fine. I think it's southeast is the research laboratory. Speed. All right. Or laboratory. Yeah, okay. So let's return Eric. Put Eric in storage cabinet. Close cabinet. Storage cabinet. Great. Back to hub and our next order of business. Okay, we need to get to lower central hub. Yes, command buffering. I kind of like that about these games. I don't think I do it myself. Okay, we need to go to lower. Yeah. Okay. Push down button. Okay. Southeast. Okay, I think this is one that needs helmet. Yes, I need helmet. Oh. Okay, let's go. Okay, this is the place you're gonna save. Chasm. Okay, so we do have that ladder. So put ladder across chasm. Now I don't think there's something here that I find is kind of not fair. Because you see that there's that animation and you think I can just be able to cross it now because he's put it down. This game is not fair in this way. I kind of have to... It's a really kind of a cool death actually, though, because you get to see all these beautiful gems and stuff. But I think that's a little bit of a trick on Matt's part that he did that. So you kind of have to line yourself up properly with the ladder. It doesn't line you up properly with the ladder. I have been punctured. Okay, so put ladder across chasm, and then we have to kind of just... Okay, I speed. Ugh, I don't... Okay, there. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, chasms and crevasses. Can we speed up now? Fast. Okay, so this... All these beautiful control panels. We need this wrench. That thing over there, I don't know what about it to do. It's bad for you, though. I can show you what it does, I guess. It kind of does a thing. You actually touch that stuff, you're pretty brave. Or stupid. So yeah, that wasn't good. You could tell that wasn't going to be good. Yeah. I've been deliquest. It's fine. Another thing you have to do on this base is fix some stuff that has gone wrong because of the rampant monsters. So we're gonna fix some pipes, and we're gonna use the welding torch we picked up. Fix cable with torch. Okay. So we're doing everything. We're gonna get a 5-star review. Although I wonder where the rest of the personnel went. All right. Oh, I should have taken my helmet off. I didn't need a helmet for this whole time. I might need to go back and refill my oxygen. What's my oxygen at? Okay, I might do that to be safe, because the last thing I'm going to want to do is bork this, because... Am I lined up, do you think? Yes. Okay. I don't want to bork this because I run out of oxygen. Some rookie mistake. Look, doors. Which one is it? South is... Yeah, I need to go to cryogenic. Cryogenic is where the oxygen tank is. So I'm just going to do a bit of a... Okay. Fill bottle. Okay. Next. Next. Okay. Upper central hub. Okay. Push button. Ugh. F3 is repeat your last parse, which is also lovely. This game has good flow. Northeast. This is this room, security room. So this room is where you can look up all that stuff. So I can look at this terminal, and it's like, I love a game that has like another UI in it. So from the laboratory thing, we know that we can look in the biomed database, and now we can look for all the list of creatures that were mentioned in there. So for instance, the Brelt was one of the creatures. And it's going to tell you all about observations that the research staff has made about this. We actually have not encountered the Brelt yet, so this is a good one. It's kind of like a porcupine with steel darts for quills, and how they can penetrate pressure suits, and that's probably not good. And yeah, so that's a good thing to know about. There are a bunch of other creatures we can look up. We don't have time, so we're not going to. Quit out of that. Stand. Yeah, there's coffee cups and things you can't really get. Something else you need is, there's a board over in the other room. There are notices. We can't see them, but we did pick up binoculars. So we can look at board with binoculars, and we can see there's a combination there on this bulletin boardy thing, this thing. So that's important. A couple other things we need to do here. We need to... there's outside on this planet surface, there's like a force field that prevents us from getting access to something. So we're going to need to destroy the force field generator, which means we're going to have to shoot this door. Shoot door with laser, because it's locked. And something else, I want to show this because I think this is another fun one. Save. Laser. If I try to shoot panel with laser, you just love hip shooting. Yeah, it's that wasn't a good move. You have to be more specific. So we're gonna do that. I've been bisected. Restore the game. This parser is actually very good, because I have to write something as specific as shoot panel through door with laser. What? Shoot panel through hole. Sorry, not through door. Shoot panel through hole with laser. Boom. So now the force field that we were gonna be stymied by is no longer up. And I apologize for not showing you that. It's kind of out of order, but we're doing this for expedience sake. Time check. Okay, I've got like 15 minutes left. Am I going to do this? Save. Okay, next move. Oh, we have to go outside. Okay. Central hub. Upper central hub. Continue west. Okay. Upper central hub, continue west. Okay. This is not upper. Yeah, it is. Okay. Bam. Bam. This is what? Okay, so this is communications room. So we need to like use this transmitter to talk to whoever, establish contact with our guild of navigators or whatever we are. And so report my progress, which is nice. There are a bunch of, I don't think you can really do anything with these things. But we're gonna head outside again. So we're gonna use, oh, F9. Back outside. Okay. Couple things up here. Now, this is where the force field would have been. We have to take a gold nugget. I don't know if we have to, but it's good for points. And there's a screwdriver. There's a screwdriver on this fellow that we need. It is a flat-headed screwdriver. We're gonna get another something. Oh yeah. I can't. Yeah, I need to make it slower because. Oh no. I cannot hit at speed. I cannot hit this letter at speed for some reason. Ooh, come on. I would take a gold nugget. No, who's gonna know? So we need to. You can soft lock yourself in this game. Push open button. Because if you kind of you can destroy this mechanism and stop it from moving, but if you do, you can't open this door anymore. So it actually asks you, are you sure? So I'm gonna save it. This is probably my second favorite death in this game. If we try to take the screwdriver right now, well, everything is moving. So which screwdriver do we want to take? Well, we have the regular, so we're gonna try to take the Phillips head. Okay, try to take the screwdriver. It's really in there. We got our finger caught in the belt, but we were able to free it. But we tore a hole in our spacesuit, and our finger feels kind of funny. Just did a wonderful impression of a garden hose. You have been disseminated. Restore the groom. So we're not going to do that. We have to actually go back down. And we're going to have to open up this box here. That's the bottom of this tower. Using the combination we got from the bulletin board. Okay. Here. Turn dial right 3. Turn dial left 1. Turn dial right 6. Turn dial left 4. Right. Open box. Okay, cut wires. Now see, this is saying, are you really sure you want to do this? And if you could screw yourself over if you do this before opening that door, because the power is required to open the door. But yes, we're going to do it. Trusty wire cutters, cut the wire at speed. We're going to put this back so I can get up this ladder, because it's really close to the bottom of the screen. Speed, fast. Okay, we're going to do this. Okay, okay, now we can safely take this Phillips head screwdriver, because we need 2 flavors of screwdriver to finish this game. We already have the Phillips, and we already have the flathead. It's a trick. I can't, yeah, I don't know. Get on there. Latch! There, okay. Get back down. Hat off. Oxygen check 82. Okay, that's more than enough oxygen to finish this game. We're fine. Okay. Return east. Okay, gotta go back to hub. Okay. Okay. Turn east to hub. Go northwest, wear helmet. Okay, save. Actually, yeah, you can do the function key shortcut, or you can just type save. This beautiful. Beautiful. North. Close it. Northwest. Because if this is your first indication that something is amiss. Pierre Cardoon pressure suit. Okay. That's not really what I wanted to look at. I wanted to look at the guy on the floor. Look at body? No. Look at floor? Empty pressure suit. Okay. We're gonna turn on magnet. Actually, you know what? Let's not. Let's not, and let's just see what happens. This is the Brelt. Okay. All right. Yeah, he doesn't give us a chance, and we have been perforated, which means you have to queue that up, right? Turn on magnet. So we have that magnet that we got in the gym, and now we're ready. And away he goes. He's humiliated and he goes. Great. Okay, so that's green, so I can take off the helmet. Look at this. We have a holodeck in this game. Look how good this is. We're gonna go. And it even says, strange, you just walked across water without getting wet. This is holodeck territory. So here we are, right? We're gonna open this panel. I don't actually know why we have to do this, but we get points. If you just kind of mess up the holodeck, look, it's great. Okay, pop that helmet back on. I'll do anything for points, I guess. I don't know. I mean, that seemed like a bit of a shame. That seems like a great piece of technology. Although, I only really cut a wire. It's probably easy to fix. Okay, next. Go southwest. Okay, we have to go to lower central hub. Okay, upper central hub. Push down button. Okay, we have to go east. Helmet. Okay. So there's another creature here to encounter. I'm going to save it. There is another... Oh, Eric is not with us anymore, but we'll just remember we saved it there. This guy. Alright. Yeah, that's no good. I've been decapitated. Eric is in our hearts. Okay. What we have to do is if you read the notes like we didn't read, it will tell you about how this particular type of creature looks like it's sensitive to the changes of air pressure, which means we're going to open this valve with the wrench that we acquired. And we'll see that he is just now curled up and dead because he needed the air like we needed the air. Okay. Oh, I can just move that. We need to fix this thing. We actually have wire with us. So we have this piece of wire. Forget where we got it from. We need to fix this box here. So we actually can strip the wire with our wire cutters. Now we can look at it. This is so lovingly done. Like, you need the contacts to be exposed to put the wire in this box and fix this. Oh, I must get closer. Of course I do. Great. And now that that's working again, everything's happy again. I don't know what that other thing is. It's fine. But there's a button here I need to push. Okay, engine begins to rumble. Now that the Astra's engines and navigation systems are done, we need to head back home. So we're nearly there. Got 7 more minutes to go. I think we're going to make it, as long as I don't do something really stupid. Oh yeah, so we got to put the helmet back on, because that's a red light over that. Okay, let's hurry. Back to it. Okay. We have to go upper. Lower. Okay. Push button. And then pick up. I'm gonna go back the way we came. Yeah, I feel like Mac Rusin, his love of tools, and his attention to detail leads me to believe that, yeah, he knows what he's talking about with this stuff, or he did. So now we return back to our space pod, but not all is well. You'd think you're almost done here. So you're like, yeah, let's go. We totally finished our mission. Let's go. Something green and very strange is over your head. Wait a minute, it's moving. Yeah, Jolly Green Giants. You feel like the Jolly Green Giants Kleenex. It's having trouble digesting your pressure suit, but you can't move a muscle anyway, and so you kind of just suffocate because you run out of air. That's not good. Asphyxiated. What did I just save under? Was it this? No. Short-term memory loss. What did I save under? Laser? Yeah, okay. Throw cake at slime. This is another one of those hints that we got from that notepad we saw in the research laboratory, where it's like, oh, I found a dead slime and it was wrapped around a cupcake wrapper or something. So you gotta do this, and then it eats it and gets poisoned horribly and dies, and now we can go home. Yeah. Sit. I actually wonder what happens if we like push the button to return home and don't sit down. Like, do we get plastered against the inside of our cockpit? I don't know. Why don't we find out? I don't think it's going to happen, right? Push button. Okay, I can't reach the buttons unless I'm sitting. Okay, it's not ergonomic. Oh. We have to automated return. Laser. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we could have been here a long time. And all that remains is we have to report back to our ship and get ourselves back into cryo sleep, and all will be well. I'm telling you, this game, what a pleasure to find. It's truly, I mean, I consider it a hidden gem for me because I hadn't heard of it, but it is a full-fledged game. I think it's better than a lot of the games that we know better about, you know, like we know more about. The systems in it are really good. The air stuff, like the humor is really cute. You can see that if you look up above, you can see that, yeah, the pod bay doors are open, so you're not going to want to you can be this close to finishing this game. And you could just take your helmet off and just lose everything. It gives you, I think this guy was an engineer because it gives you points for being neat and putting stuff back. Like, I'll get a point for putting the bottle back. Return the oxygen bottle. And what? Do I need to use the transmitter again? I don't think so. Like, update them? Okay, anyway. Okay, so lie down. We need to close the pod bay doors. I don't know what's going to happen if we don't. Probably something catastrophic. Close pod bay doors. Stand. Now we have to put ourselves back into cryogenic sleep. All right. What do you mean I probably should be getting onto business at hand? Did I forget something? Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I did forget to do something after all that. I forgot to set the spaceship to automated return. Right. Okay, push button. Automated return. Okay. All right, here we go. Back to Earth. Stand. Now we can go to sleep. All right. You wonder what exciting mission the guild will send you on next time. Unfortunately, there was no other exciting mission. There was no sequel to this game. Interstel only produced this one game. Look at that. Terran Mining Guild Archives. And it tells us about the Solace incident, case 294733. First class investigator. Yeah, that's me. And as you'll see in the notes here, which is really interesting, is that they talk about how new team discovered 6 survivors from the original team barricaded in living quarters. They were malnourished but had stored enough food to stay alive barely. So that was them. The missing food in the pantry was them having done that. The barricade was them. We don't really engage with that, but I like the fact that detail is added in there. I'm going to be promoted. Attention to detail, all the little stuff. I think, yeah, you can only really totally fully appreciate this if you take the time to read all the descriptions, read all the charts and everything. Super fun game, lovely game. Final score 773 out of 800. And it ceremoniously dumps you back into DOS, which is what you want. So thank you so much for seeing this game with me. I play retro games on my streams on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. I also make games. I've made my own EGA text parser adventure game, which is why it was so exciting for me to play something that was from 1990 that I'd never seen before that was this good. So yeah, my game is called The Crimson Diamond. If you want to check that out. If you like this, maybe you'll like what I did. Anyway, thank you, Godi, for hosting this, for organizing Nintendo, and I had a blast. I've been having a blast watching, and yeah, thanks so much for having me. And I also was in the wrestling, and I lost to Anne, but Anne won in the end, so I feel good about that. So congratulations to Anne for winning the wrestling. Thanks so much.